Hi, good evening. This is week 3, and this is rethinking the resurrection today. Who, where, what, why, when, and how. In chapter 10 of surprising, uh, surprised by hope by N.T. Wright. And the who is asking, will be raised from the dead. All people according to John, and perhaps Paul, but Paul at least. There's a special sense of those who were actually um, in relationship with Christ. Where will the resurrection take place? On the new earth, joined as it is by, will be then by the new heaven. Um, and the what in particular, it's the resurrection. And why we'll be given new bodies. According to the early Christians, the purpose of the new body will be to rule wisely over God's new world. Um, and then the when we don't know. When will the resurrection happen? Some have supposed that we will go immediately upon death into the resurrection state. And some, if you read Revelation, um, speaks of a time when the second coming of Christ will happen, and that's when we'll be resurrected. And the how. It says here that the how is raised in the early Christian writings. The answer comes back to the Spirit, and the Spirit who brooded over the waters of chaos, the Spirit who dwelt in Jesus so richly that it becomes known as the Spirit of Jesus. This Spirit already present within Jesus' followers as a first fruits, the down payment, the guarantee of what is to come, and is what is to begin, the beginning of future life. Um, and so when it comes to the who, what, when, where, and how of uh, the resurrection, I think it's um, being raised up in the Baptist belief and now Methodist. The Baptist, it was a ticket to your salvation was a ticket to heaven, and then everything else was that was just afterwards. But a Methodist, we're trying to bring heaven to earth, to do the things that Jesus has taught us, to share love, to be that disciple that He's called us to be. And so the who, what, when, where, and how looks totally different for me as a Methodist. Um, to bring that resurrection and that life, that the heaven to earth, as it's saying here, the heaven on earth, and that's kind of how I see it.